Hey boys and girls, it's Ed with KillShot Spearguns here. Today we're going to do a little 101. In fact, this is really almost pre-101 type stuff. We'll just call it 01. How about that? I'm going to do several videos like this because there are some things that I get asked from time to time people simply don't know. And this one is about how to re-rig our spear gun. So this is an enclosed track gun. It's a little bit different than an open track, but it's actually very, very easy to re-rig this thing. This one is set up with a double wrap, which is a little bit more complicated than a single wrap to load or to re-rig, but it's still pretty simple. So let me show you what we got going on. Normally, we're going to go out there, we're going to find our fish, we are going to pull the trigger, and shaft is going to take off, it's going to hit our fish, and now we're stuck with fish on the shaft. We'll cover that in a different video. But right now, we're faced with the dilemma of, oh my God, I got to reload the gun. For those of you that have been spearfishing for any period of time, you know how to re-rig or reload your gun. This isn't for you, all right? It might be entertaining, but then again, it might not be, who knows? So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take we got our shaft, we got our bands sitting on top of the gun, and we've got our gun sitting right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your shaft and you're going to put it into the track. And you can see that we've got an open track portion on this gun, and then it goes to enclosed track. In fact, it goes to enclosed track right there. So right between these two tabs. So, but what that's doing is it's holding the shaft in place so that we can go ahead and get this thing loaded the rest of the way. In the water, your bands are going to be floating. Okay, so you're always going to put the shaft underneath of the bands or through the bands, okay? If it's not that way, you're gonna run into trouble when you're trying to shoot stuff. So, and we're simply gonna take this guy, we're gonna slide our shaft back until it hits the end of the trigger, or hits the trigger, and at this point you can see it's not engaged. We're just gonna press and kind of twist. You heard that little click? It is now in there. So one more time, we are just going to slide it back, press and twist. Whoop, see? Press and twist. There we go. Locked in there. Now, we got our shooting line sitting right here. And like I said, it's underneath the bands, okay? See how it lifts up the bands right there? So the shooting line is underneath the bands. Up in the front, we've got a line routing groove. You're going to go into that line routing groove. You are going to slide or hold on to it and just kind of move the gun around. And you're going to come back here to your line release, just like so. You're going to hook it around the line release. And then we're going to go forward to our line anchor. We're going to wrap it around the line anchor. We're going to keep pulling. And we're going to come right back again to the line release. But you'll notice the line doesn't quite stretch that far. So the reason is we have a bungee on this gun right here. So we're going to take our bungee so I'm holding onto the side with the bungee, and I'm just going to pull on that, and it's going to give me a little bit of slack. See if I can get this into position, and you can see that it just drops right on there. I don't know if you can see that very well, so I'll do it one more time like this. So I'm just going to pull on the side with the bungee. Make sure I've got this in frame. So we pull on the side with the bungee. You can see I got lots of extra slack, and it just wraps right around. Super simple, fully re-rigged. All right, so let's do it in real speed one time. So off goes our shaft. All right, so I'm going to put the shaft into the track underneath the bands. And of course, it's always going to fight me because, hey, that's what stuff does. We're going to come back. We are going to press and click. We're going to come back around. We're going to go into our line routing groove. We're going to come to our line release. We're going to go to our line anchor, and we're going to come back to our line release and drop it in place. That easy. Okay, so this is with a gun with a Neptonics trigger. I'll show you guys one with a Koa trigger, which is actually what we're using these days for most of our guns. But those of you that have had an older gun from us, it's one of those. And you'll notice this is a used 40-inch gun. We got it discounted a little bit because it is used. It's a used trigger anyway. The gun itself is actually several years old, but it was used hard and we have completely refinished it. So if we grab this one has got the line release a little bit lower. Same basic thing. So once again, pull the trigger. I'm going to take the shaft out. We're going to put the shaft back in, flip that up. I'm going to take it, press it down, and you will see and hear it click. There you go, clicked in. Bring it up to the line routing groove. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to go back up. And we're just going to pull on the side with the bungee and drop it onto our line release. Voila. That's it. If you guys have got any questions about how to rig your equipment or anything like that, please give us a shout. This is, like I said, we're going to call it 01 on how to reload a KillShot enclosed track spear gun. This will work for pretty much any enclosed track spear guns. If you have a single wrap, you're just going to wrap the line around once. Much easier. So we'll catch you guys sooner or later. Please like, subscribe, and stop by the shop sometime. We'll see y'all soon.